Hello, everyone. So today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Studio Series, the movie Skywarp. Now, this was recently released probably a couple weeks ago, along with Shockwave here in the Philippines. I got this from Red Truck Toys. You guys can check him out on Shopee for the Philippines, and then on Facebook. I think he also has a Facebook page, so you can check him out there. But anyway, take a look at him. And let's look at the box first, as usual. The standard C-Series box. Have him here, his alt mode, Skywarp here. A bigger photo of him here on the side. At the back, of course, my favorite part is a scene from the movie which he came from. Let me focus that in. And of course, a short text. Skywarp prepares for his final battle. That is just a very short text. Anyway, we have him here in the pose. His alt mode, and of course on the side is just the 40th anniversary logo and Le Film. Anyway, let's look at Skywarp himself. Now, as you can see, I don't have. Well, sorry. Let's look at accessories. He comes in with his null rays, the ones on his biceps. These two, the wingtips are actually detached, and these ones. These are the tail fins or the wings on his tails, which you can attach here in order for you to not, if you don't like to parts form him, you can completely transform him naturally if you place it here, which is how the instructions actually shows it. But I prefer keeping them here at the back just for the legs to be a little bit cleaner. But because of that, there is actually an issue that I would like to point out once I get this out. For some reason I can't get it out. What the heck? There you go. Now, for some reason, every time I put it in there, this becomes a little bit back heavy, and the heel spurs doesn't support his weight that much, so you have to lean him a little bit forwards. And another issue that I found with this and Thundercracker with the new mold, is that the toes doesn't really support them that much because they tend to fold easily due to transformation. But aside from that, those are my only complaints in terms of quality for this guy. Now, up close, you can take a look at him. He actually has light piping, but it's not that good. It's barely visible, as you can see. And the eyes are red. He has this smug face, which actually fits his personality really well. The gray here on the chest is actually... Let me get Thundercracker. It's a little bit glossier than the one on Thundercracker. I don't know if you guys can see it, but as you can see, it actually reflects the light more here than that of Thundercracker. But anyway, that's just a very, very, very minor detail. And then here in the legs, again, the purple and black for Skywarp looks really amazing. And at the back, it's pretty clean. If you put it here, you can even put it on his legs, as I mentioned earlier. Oops, my light went out. So anyway, let's look at articulation. The head can actually be, it can get stuck like that, but you can move it a little bit forward so that you can move his head a little bit more freely so it can rotate the entire thing. It's on a ball joint. The shoulders cannot move the full 360 unless you actually move the wings or mistransform the wings. They can move to the side pretty much that far. There is a bicep swivel, an elbow bend, and of course a wrist swivel. There's also a waist swivel, which is really awesome for a Seeker. The legs can kick sideways that far. They can kick forwards pretty much that far, unless you lift the skirt up, then they can kick forwards a little bit more, and they can kick backwards only this far. There is a thigh swivel, a knee bend, and of course there is an ankle pivot. For size comparisons, I have them here first with C-Series Thundercracker. Of course, they're the same mold, and they do look good together. Here is the Dramatic Capture Series Starscream, which uses the Earthrise mold. And as you can see, Skywarp is a little bit taller than Starscream. Oh, one more thing that I actually like more or better with the Earthrise mold is the fact that the wings are actually a little bit articulated. You can even fold them like this. With Studio Series Shockwave, Studio Series Soundwave, and finally Studio Series Megatron. So here we have Skywarp in his alt mode, which is an Earth fighter jet. I don't know what specific jet it is. I read it actually, but I forgot because I'm not familiar with jets. But anyway, here he is up close. As you can see, he looks very sleek and black and purple. The Decepticons seem barely visible because they are dark purple. But anyway, that still looks cool. Here's from the side. From the back, he's not too bad, although the feet are kind of disturbing. I like that the heel spurs are actually boosters, which is really awesome compared to the Earthrise version. But anyway, the feet are a little bit sticking out a little bit, which is kind of unfortunate. This one comes in with a landing wheel, which is really nice. And of course, the chest is still hollow. One cool feature about this guy is that the cockpit can actually open. If I can stick my finger in there, or my nail. Let me try and open it. There we go. So I was able to open it, so you can open it. And there's actually a proper seat right there. Not much detail, but still, cool feature. And transformation for this guy is kind of complicated a little bit, but less complicated than Earthrise. I enjoy transformation for this guy, or for this mode, more than I enjoy the transformation for Earthrise, because I don't like how the chest transforms in there. Now here he is with his fellow Seekers, Thundercracker and Dramatic Capture Series Starscream. They all look amazing. I'm going to compare it with Starscream because that's the old mode. As you can see, it's pretty much the same figure, at least when you look at it from the top. The only major difference is, again, the boosters or the thrusters on the back. This is more realistic than this one, but it's not that big of a deal for me, and also it doesn't have a landing gear. But yeah, it's really nice to see all of them complete, or at least the main three. Can't wait for 86 Starscream, the reissued 86 Starscream, to come out here in the Philippines. I think they will be out next month. So my final thoughts on the Studio Series, the movie, Skywarp. Now this is just basically a repaint of the Studio Series Thundercracker, which uses the new Seeker mold. And of course, as you can see, the greatest thing about this is that the cockpit is not hanging from his back. He is practically very, very clean, or kibble-less, minus the small gaps on his chest or his torso. But aside from that, this guy is basically perfect. He is a perfect mold. He's bigger, he is leaner, he is very much cleaner than the Earthrise mold. Now I can't wait for Starscream to come out probably next month, or a month, or on the next month, August or September. And then the Rainmakers are also going to come out probably later this year, I think. But anyway, this guy definitely worth buying, especially if you want to upgrade your Earthrise Seekers collection. This is definitely worth it, along with the other new Seeker molds. So that's it for my review. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you do. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.